Hey friends, how are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing so well and welcome back to another thrifty video. We're heading to the Goodwill Outlet today, aka the bins. There's these giant blue bins. You can see me searching through it right now. This one happened to be full of purses. That doesn't normally happen to me. Usually purses are kind of scattered throughout the bins, but they do usually divide half the store into clothing and half the store into home goods, and this was on the home goods side. So I dig through the bins, I look for good deals, I look for pieces that I can pick up to thrift and resell online. And so I am going to be searching today for some good pieces, some good brands, some good styles, things that will make me some good money online. And I do spend a little bit over $100, so I come away with quite a bit of amazing stuff. And so you can see me looking through the home goods here, and I found this really nice little suitcase, like a carry-on, and it was in great shape, but it was locked, and I didn't know if I should pick it up or not. Also, is this little girl not the cutest little things? She's waving at my camera, so sweet. And she goes by again. She's such a sweetie pie. I wanted to leave it in for you guys to be able to see because some people do like to be on camera, right? So this little magazine rack I thought was so cool. It has all these turned legs, the turned pieces. I already have thrifted a bajillion of those for my house. I don't need any more. Otherwise, I would have picked it up.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Hi, how are you? Good. Are you here with your mom? If I find any cute kids, I'll get her. Okay.
Yeah. So then I saw a subscriber and her daughter at the bins, and you saw her there. I met her as she was walking by, and they're so sweet. And then I saw that little leather jacket, but it was really distressed. There's a lot of stains all over it, so I left it in the bins. But as you can see here, the bins are just piled full of clothing, and I get to dig through it and see if I can find anything that is worthwhile picking up. And so oftentimes, everything I touch is probably something I'm going to leave behind. But it's just those rare gems, those once in a while pieces that I pick up. Like here's a little pair of athletic girl leggings or pants. I ended up giving those to those subscribers that I just was talking to because they look for kids' clothing. And then this is another cool piece I found in some of these throwbacks. It says Fox Racing, kind of like I would say maybe it's like for dirt bike racing pants. They're really cool and something I would totally pick up, except they were completely destroyed along the seam there, and I didn't think there's any way I could sew that back up. So at least not without a lot of effort. So I'm leaving those behind. I don't want a lot of projects today. This North Face sweatshirt was something that was sold at Goodwill. So that's the thing about the Goodwill outlet. A lot of items either come from not selling at Goodwill or they're excess donations. They never make it even on the floor. This is one of those pieces that came from a Goodwill. But this one had some stains on it. It's really hard to tell from the footage, but I decided to leave it behind. This is this like G by Guess puffer coat, and I thought it was really interesting looking, kind of cool, but I did end up leaving that behind too because the comps were just not very high. It was like maybe $10 or $15 for that coat, and it's big, so I was gonna have to store it. But then this is them flipping bins. You can see I have quite a bit to sort through in my cart. And then I also have this Elfric Eden sweatshirt that I found. And if this was in great shape, I would totally pick this up to resell. It's probably like an easy $35, $50 flip. But something about the way the sweatshirt felt was so bad. Like I hated how it felt. And then it had these stains on the front. And sometimes I know I can get a stain out, but these look like they were maybe ink stains. And then later on, I looked on the back and there was even more of them. So I left that behind, but Elfric Eden is a brand that I would pick up if it was the right price. Again, these are really cool. These Ugg boots, super tall, cool boots. So beat up though, just too messy. I think it's gonna be a no. Don't think I can do it because I'm not going to clean them up and I don't want to sell them in that condition, so I'm going to leave them. And then this is one of two different Versace purses I find in the bins this day. I am fairly confident these are fake. Like I was doing some inspecting. I have found authentic Versace in the Goodwill outlet before, things that I have sent into the Real that resold for hundreds of dollars. I have found in the Goodwill outlet. So like it's not out of the realm of possibilities, but these just didn't have the telltale signs of like quality that you would expect from something that is designer level. I was looking, inspecting the inside, definitely not something I thought was real, but then I thought this was interesting because I was just digging in this random other bin. This is probably like an hour apart from the last time the other Versace bag that I found, and I happened to find another fake Versace bag. This one I definitely felt like looked even worse than the first one. The quality just didn't feel right and the stitching didn't feel right, but I felt like the biggest giveaway was the leather on the straps. If you can see right there, there's like peeling on the strap there, and I always check the straps. I feel like that's usually where they use the weakest material and it shows the best, if it's actually real leather or if it's just something that they made cheap to try to look like it was nice, but if it's peeling, it generally is not very good. So that is the second Versace bag I found on this trip, but I don't think either one was authentic. I did hold on to them for a little bit, but I don't think they're it. Then this is a pair of Ariat boots that I was pretty jazzed to find, and I was looking at the size, looking for a size, and I looked on the inside, and all of that cracked leather is just oof. I hate the feel of that cracked leather. I did not want to deal with it. So I left those behind too because yeah. Does anybody else like the feel of that cracked leather? Like, I feel like that is just a telltale sign that they're too worn to sell. This is this beautiful little like J. Crew black sweater. This is something I left behind, but I kind of regret not picking it up. It was from J. Crew Factory. I don't know. I had a couple of regrets on this trip, this being one of them, but I'll show you guys everything I ended up picking up when we get home. Okay, friends, we're back home and I have a haul to share with you guys. I ended up being there for like 6 hours on this day, thrifting in the bins. It was insane. I spent $110.25, got 66 items, which comes out to about $1.67 per item. So a little bit over $1.50 per item that I found in the bins, and I have so many great pieces to share with you guys. I showed you guys about half of my haul already in a different video, but there's so much here, and this is actually the larger of the two hauls, and so I'm super excited to jump in and share with you guys the rest of the items that I found in the bins, starting off with some amazing shoes. If you guys know my shoes rotation, then you will know that it is so hard to find the matching set of basically any shoe, let alone a really nice pair of shoes. But I have been able to find Prada in these bins before. I have found so many nice pairs of shoes, and so I always am looking. And today I did find both sides of this pair of Tory Burch little navy blue heels, these little pumps, super cute with the gold logo on the toe, in pretty good condition. Like, there's a little bit of wear, you know, to the front where the toes will hit, but overall I think they look really nice, and they're in a size 8, and so I'll probably list these for around $75, but I paid $1.67 each, so $3 for a pair of shoes. A pair of Tory Burch shoes that retail for over $200. That is a screaming deal. And then I didn't only find one pair. I found 2 pairs of Tory Burch little heels. They're really cute. These ones are a brown leather with the gold accent there at the toe as well. These ones are a wedge heel, and they also are in pretty good condition. These ones are a little bit worse condition than the last pair. They have some, you know, wear at the toes and then as well as on the bottom. But I still think I can probably resell these for around $50. And these ones are in a size 6.5. So these ones are a smaller size, but a really good pickup as well. Hi, Otis. Welcome to the video. Go find a comfy place on the couch. But, oh yeah, right behind me. Good. So I got these and that other pair, $3 each. In both of these, I think if I sell both of those pairs, it'll probably pay for my entire haul. So we have what, like 64 more items to make money off of. And that's why I love thrifting to resell when I'm at the Goodwill Outlet. And then I went over to this bin, and it was kind of on the home goods side of the whole place. And usually my Goodwill Outlet is divided into clothes on one side, home goods on the other. But they had been putting out a lot of clothes on the hard goods side. And so people weren't like looking through it as much, I felt like. And I happened to find like 6 really great pieces of clothing, all like in the same size, donated by the same person, that I was pretty excited about. So like this piece right here is new with tags. It's this little waffle knit. I kind of think it's a dress. It's so long, but it's from Michael Stars, and I don't always pick up Michael Stars, but if it's brand new with tags in the bins, it was $1.67. It's a 1 size, and it was being sold at Evereve for $78. It's the seamed scoop neck thermal. So I have all this information about it. It's brand new with tags. There's nothing wrong with it. I thought that was a great pickup. They were selling it originally for $80 basically. I hope I can get like $35, $40 from it. So that's the first thing I found in that bin. And then I also found this little sleeveless flannel, kind of greenish yellow and blue colored. Very interesting, but this is from Rails. And again, I probably would be pretty selective with some of the items I find from Rails, although their fleeces, things like this would probably do the best from them. This is a size extra small, and this is also a Free People collab. So it says Rails Hearts Free People on it. And so I felt like that was gonna be a good pickup for $1.50. And I'll have to look more into that, but I would assume maybe like $25, $35 for that as well. And then this is kind of what surprised me. I found these two pieces in the same bin, and I don't always pick up this brand. I honestly often leave it behind, but I really liked the print of this like tunic or dress, and I thought it was really pretty. I love the florals, and it's from Natural Life. But when I was looking at the comps on eBay for Natural Life dresses or tunics, things that are like longer like this, they actually had pretty good comps. Like a lot of them were reselling for around 35 to 50 bucks. And I was like, I have slept on this brand many times, but I do think a dress would be the best, and something with this kind of beautiful pattern would do great. And so I did grab this. I thought it was really pretty for summer. And this is also in a size small. And then this one, same bin, I really liked this one too because it has embroidery on the top, and I thought this was really cute. It looks very like Sundance, Free People, more like bohemian styling. I thought this was really cute with the little embroidered flowers, little V-neck. I would say a tunic or dress, and this one's size is kind of worn off, but since all those other things were around the same size, I would have guessed this is also probably a size small, but I just thought that was so cute. So I grabbed all those in the same bin, as well as this little sports bra. Maybe it's supposed to be a top because it's a little bit longer, but sports bra top, but this is from Spanx, and I do like to sell Spanx, especially I've been finding that their like tops have been doing really well for me lately. And so I did grab this, especially in the bins, for less than $2. Spanx, size medium. I will use my Google Lens to search this and see what the name of the style is, but I would assume at least, 15 bucks for that. Super lightweight. And then the last thing I found, I think is from that same person, is this other pair of Spanx, and these are more of like a almost like suede feeling brown pair of pants. Very interesting. I've been more and more selective with the pants I pick up from Spanx, especially like jeans or things like that. But for in the bins, I knew it was gonna be worth it. Spanx in a size extra small. I thought these were kind of cute. I think I'll only probably be able to get around 20 bucks for these, but again, all at one time in the same bin is a win. And then this is one of the most exciting parts of my haul. I stumbled across this bin, and I had all of these pieces were on hangers, and I was shocked that nobody had grabbed these, but almost all of them had what looked like stains, or they're super pilled. There was something wrong with every single one of these sweaters. All of these jackets were, needing a little TLC, but I decided to grab them all, and I washed all of them immediately, and then all of the stains came out. And then I also started doing a little bit of fabric shaving, and they immediately started looking so much better. So I'm grateful that I picked up all of these, but I found a set of there's like 6 or 7 of these North Face jackets, which I love to sell North Face. A lot of these resell for me around 50 bucks. And so I found this green one. This one has so many extra little zippers, super nice condition. This is a men's extra, extra large. So they are also like great sizes. Really nice for hiking as we head into fall time. This is going to be the time to get these listed. This red one I still need to do some more fabric shaving on, but this one is a little bit lighter weight than that last one. More of that soft shell fabric instead of more of like a fleecy fabric. This is a men's extra, extra large. And again, I paid $1.67 for each one of these, which is such a steal, especially after we went to Japan and saw so many people wearing North Face. I feel like I want to sell it even more. Like put it on eBay, put it in the international shipping, I feel like would do great. This one is really cool. It's almost like a little bomber style for the neckline, this blue one, and this one's in a men's size extra large. All of these, I would assume I'll be able to list and hopefully make around 50 bucks, if not more, because some of these are great sizes and larger sizes do even better. This one's more of like a teal, and then they have more of this like water resistant material on the chest. And I think I sold this exact one before and it sold for like $75. So we'll see about that. And then we have a purple one as well, which this one has some detergent still on the front, so I need to maybe re-rinse that one. And this one's a men's extra, extra large. This one I really need to fabric shave more. This one is probably the worst. I think this is the one I didn't do any fabric shaving to. It's another men's extra, extra large. Really cool, nice jackets. Those were an insane find. I couldn't believe that nobody else had taken a chance on them. I mean, it has been a little bit of work. I have already washed them once. I probably need to wash a few of them again to get the detergent off. And then I need to fabric shave, but I feel like those are definitely worth it. That's a couple $100 of profit I believe I'm sitting on. And I paid like maybe 10 bucks for all of those, which is awesome. Like very pleased with that. And then I found this little kind of silky slip dress in a plus size, which I love. And it's this little snakeskin print going on. Love the shape of this. And it's from Torrid in a size 3. But I also grabbed this because it is new with tags. And I enjoy selling Torrid. I do feel like it does pretty well. But also new with tags really put me over the edge on this one. So it's a size 3X, $74.90 USA original price. So $75 for this dress, brand spanking new. I hope I can get like 35, 40 bucks for it. I feel like that's pretty reasonable. And then I also had a friend and subscriber come up to me and give me these. Lindsay, if you're watching, thank you very much. And these are a pair of Urban Outfitters pants that are like kind of a sweatpant material, wide leg, bright orange, kind of fun. And they're from Out From Under from Urban Outfitters in a size medium. And they were originally $55. So again, hopefully I can get like 15, 20 bucks. Or if I don't want to deal with them, I can always take them to Buy Sell Trade, take them to Plato's Closet, and they'll give me a few bucks for them. Definitely more than what I paid for them. And then I can use that money to maybe get something else at Plato's Closet that will flip for more money. There's so many options when it comes to finding things in the bins. And then I grabbed this little piece. I think this is so cute. I love the color of this. It's from Arula. It is this pink jumpsuit with this really fun material. I love the little like layering for the bodice, and then it has adjustable straps on it. And I also recently heard that Arula went out of business, and if that's true, I do feel like I'll be able to find some pieces and be able to resell them for good money. But this is what the Arula tag looks like. And then the size on this, I believe, is a C or a 0. It's hard to tell. So my guess is this is probably close to like an extra large, maybe a 1X. Really cute, no flaws on it. I did pick up another Arula piece. It was a really beautiful dress, but that one, its zipper was completely busted out. So that was a little bit of a loss, but I was still excited to find that Arula piece. I think that I can resell that for maybe 35 bucks or so. I did find this little pair of Madewell denim shorts. These are like brand spanking new. Like they feel amazing. They look great. They are the relaxed denim shorts in a size 27, and they look like they're really recent. So I decided to grab these as well. And these are from summer 2022, so a more recent piece. I really feel like these have not been worn very much, and I'll probably be able to get maybe 15, 20 bucks out of those. That also might be another good thing to take to a buy sell trade store and trade it in and see what I can get for it. And then this is, I think, the only home good. Oh, I have one more home good. This is the only home good I picked up to resell. I found this little teddy bear in the bins and I just thought it was so adorable. And it is a Harrods bear, and it also has the tag attached to it. So this is a vintage Harrods Christmas bear, and it's from 2002. So it's a 2002 8-inch bear, and this, my friends, is a bolo. I wanted to show you guys this too, because if you find even the like most recent years, like the 2024 bear, 2025 bear, a lot of them are reselling for like $100. For some reason, these bears are collectible, very interesting. They all have like different sweaters and different scarves each year. I thought this was really cute, and I might be able to get like 30 bucks for this one. Who knows? This one is vintage and it's really cool. So I'll do some more research, but I wanted to show you guys that too, because I do pick up home goods in the bins if I think that they're gonna do well, and I feel like that's one piece that could do really great. And then I did pick up this pair of silver, kind of like leather moccasin-ish looking shoes. They are metallic, and they are, I think, brand spanking new. Like, look at the bottoms of those. They look incredible. And actually, a friend of mine just handed these to me. They were like, I don't want to get these. If you want them, you can have them. And I was like, are you sure? Like, these are nice. And they're like, yeah, of course. And I was like, okay, well, you were so kind. And these are called the Alfina shoe, and they're in a women's size 10. So I feel like that's a great pickup. Honestly, do I need these? Would I wear these? They're kind of cute though. Maybe I'll try them on. But I did look up comps, and I think that these should be able to resell for around 50 bucks, especially because of how great of condition they're in. I feel like that is a win. Those are really cute. And then I grabbed this little Pendleton wool blazer. It says it's a size 12, and it's from, I think, fall 2005 is what it looks like from the tag on the bottom. So this is vintage, but it's this blue blazer. It's 100% wool. And then there's the Pendleton logo on the inside. I did grab this because Pendleton can do well. I did look it over for holes. I didn't see any holes. I haven't sold a blazer like this from Pendleton in a while, so I will have to look it up. But I would assume I can probably resell it for around $30. That's what I would hope for. And then the last pair of shoes I grabbed is this pair of Sorels. And I believe these are called the waterfall boots. And these, again, if this was a more recent style or like that Joan of Arctic style or something that is like really sought after, it'd be even better. These are a women's size 9, and I think that these might be able to resell for around 25, 30 bucks, and I paid $3 for them for the set. And then I did grab this dress pretty much specifically, I feel like, to put on Depop and eBay. I think it could do well there too. This is a vintage, made in the USA, really cool dress, and it has the shoulder pads in it, but I love the skirt portion of this. I feel like this is so popular right now. This style, this design is so cute. It's this beautiful little like flouncy floral dress. I feel like if Love Shack Fancy came out with this, every girl would be dying for it, and that's kind of the vibes I get from it. And then it has this really beautiful little belt that you can tie. I think on the back looks the best, but I mean the front would be cute too. But it's these like blue roses all over it. Isn't that so pretty? And it's definitely vintage. It is from Chauncey Street is the brand on it. And it is made in the USA, size 7-8, and it's 100% cotton. It's just absolutely stunning. Dry clean only. Beautiful little dress. And I feel like I can list this for like $50 to $75. Like, it's so unique, so cool, and just like one of a kind, which I think is amazing. And then I also picked up another puffer coat. I think I found some other puffer coats too that I showed already in the other video, but this one is this Tommy Hilfiger little black packable down puffer coat, which I was like, oh, that's awesome. Size extra large. It says packable, lightweight, premium down blend. Like, this is such a nice, just like classic coat. It's long. It's kind of like a mid-weight, which I think is nice. I'm sure I can sell this for around 50 bucks. And on this, brand doesn't really matter that much. It's Tommy Hilfiger, so it's not terrible. It's not like it's from like Walmart or something. And so the brand will still probably help it a little bit, but I just thought this was a really nice coat in a classic style, and it's in excellent condition. So with the premium down in it too, I thought that was awesome to pick up. And then I grabbed a black Nike hoodie for GU, and I grabbed a purple Nike hoodie for myself. I haven't had either one of us try those on yet, but hopefully those will work out. And then I went back and forth on this so many times. This is Banana Republic, size large, made in Hong Kong. So vintage, really cool looking sweater. Like, it's so nice. It's so soft. I don't ever pick up Banana Republic, but I have been, taking some notes from some other resellers and trying not to look at brand as much, even though I do find a lot of great brands, and that's the majority of how I sell my items. I want to also be looking at styles and fabric and all these things, but this is made in Hong Kong, and it's 70% merino extra fine wool and 30% cashmere. So it's this merino wool and cashmere blend sweater, and it's beautiful. It's in excellent condition. It has a cuffed sleeve. Like, it's such a classic piece. I wanted to pick it up because it's so nice, and I didn't feel right about throwing back in to the bins a wool and cashmere piece and have it just, go to the landfill. So I did grab it, but that's the hard part for me when I go to the bins is I see the value in so many items, and it's hard to cut down my cart. And I did cut a lot of things that I could have made some money on, but I knew I would just be overwhelmed by all of the pieces. And so I tried to keep this to a minimum. I bought 66 items, so it's not like I didn't get a ton of stuff, but I was trying to be more and more selective just because I get overwhelmed so easily nowadays when I pick up too many items. And so these are the last two pieces. I did grab this. This is a baby carrier, and this is from Tula. So Tula Baby, a baby carrier. And I did see that a lot of these were reselling for around like 50 bucks on eBay. I could also list it on Facebook Marketplace. This is what it looks like. So that was one of the first things I found that was actually like a good piece that should be able to resell for around 50 bucks. I was excited to find that. And then the last thing I picked up, I'm actually going to be using for myself. I'm going to keep this. I found this in its little plastic container, and it is a quilt. So it's not like a handmade quilt. It is a mass-produced quilt. It's a full/queen size, 86 inches by 86 inches, and it's from Handcrafted Quilts, the Imperial Collection Double Wedding Ring, and it's 100% cotton, and the fill is polyester. But I have been wanting to start making some things. Like, I want to start sewing, and maybe I thought this would be fun to maybe make a jacket out of, or pants, or something cool. I watch a lot of videos of creative people on Instagram, or even like sewers, and I love to see the things they create with quilts, but I don't feel great about like using my grandma's quilt that she knitted, she made by hand, And so like finding one that was mass produced, I feel like is awesome to use because it looks amazing, but it's not going to be destroying somebody's work that they spent like
24 hours like quilting by hand, you know, like I felt like that was a great alternative, and I paid $1.67 for that. So I think that's gonna be really fun to turn into something. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions of what I could make with the quilt down below. I've seen people make so many cool things, from clothing to like teddy bears with quilts, stockings. I've seen so many amazing things. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. But I feel like it'd be fun to make something for me to wear out of it. We'll see. We'll see if I get some help from my mom, because that will probably be what I'll need in order to achieve all of this. But yeah, so those, I believe, is everything that I got in the bins. 66 items, and I spent $110, but literally just with those North Face pieces, that's enough to pay for all the haul, and then everything's gonna be profit. I love going to the Goodwill Outlet. If you guys like going to the bins with me, then make sure you let me know, because I do try to go often for you guys, because it is a little overwhelming for me at times, but I do have fun once I'm there. So yeah, if you guys enjoy the bins videos, make sure you give today's video a thumbs up and hit subscribe if you want to see more like it. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and until the next video, bye.